What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Baldur's Gate episode 47, the after show.
Whew.
Still don't have a 47 joke.
Nope. All this time and you didn't think of one?
I had like 4 hours to figure it out.
I would say you figured things out just fine. Maybe if I challenged you, you would come up with a joke.
To figure one out, yeah.
I mean,
There we go.
the best 47 joke there ever was on the planet if you were only challenged.
Maybe you should start working on 48 right now.
Yeah, probably. Maybe by next week I'll get it.
At this point, I'm wondering if you shouldn't start having Becca run around and challenge you at anything, whether it's negotiating the next price of your car or your home. I think you just need the power up. You've proven you innately have the ability. You are the living embodiment of the crit.
Yeah, I don't know what to say at this point because it happens. And you know what? I'd like to think that I just know when it's gonna happen because I feel like every time I'm about to do it, I know. I rolled that. You said, oh, you know, you're gonna die, and I was like, eh. And I rolled the dice because it just felt like I was gonna roll a 20.
Just felt like it.
Maybe I'm delusional, but that's what it feels like. It just is like
You're
gonna die.
Kind of delusional.
Maybe it's in my head, but yeah, it's fine. If it works, it works.
Good God.
I love it. So, as everybody's seen, once again, the Vorpal Sword has claimed another victim, this time being a Krull commander. And we play it pretty loose with the damage amount. I raise it up a little bit on some. We've gone as much as 150 points, and we've ended it because it's a hard thing to do, and you want to honor it. And we have much higher HP because it's rules it written at 100. So like that's like most monsters in that book. So with the way that we scale up on damage, we're pretty forgiving, but it was fitting on this one that it just gotten to 98 points. They weren't able to see that health meter when it went down. So even more cojones on taking the shot, had no idea where the HP was at all. Made for a memorable session.
I mean, to be honest, I figured he had multiple attacks anyways, so he was gonna crit me to death anyways, whether I did it or not.
Also true. I think it's just fitting that it's like, no, I'm gonna do this. You know, like I'm all in.
That's what he's done. That's what Aelun's done multiple times.
I watched you when you said it, and I was like, he is so confident. I can just see it.
I'm telling you, I can feel it.
And I was just like, yep, that tracks. And at this point, I love all the reactions. We're all freaking out, and I think Becca's the most annoyed because she's like, oh, all I'm going to hear about for the next week is how he rolled another nat 20 for whatever reason.
She's disgusted.
Can you do the dishes? Remember that 20 I threw to save mine in your life?
Yeah.
I love the shattered glass on his. I always love the shattered glass of the heavy 20. And I know when I look up, I'm going to get the Steve Austin, the double middle finger. And it's everything that I hope for in that moment.
I'm gonna just start putting notches on my bedpost every time I roll a 20.
But you weren't out of the woods yet. There was still a lot of damage coming in from this encounter. All of which, what we talked about a little bit during the episode, they were curious if it was just a random encounter. Was it because you stopped? This was an encounter all because of all the explosions around the door. It was all about vibrations and sending these insects out, something that I had laid down a long time ago. Luckily, you guys weren't torn up from a fight inside of the Archfey.
Yeah.
So
real lucky.
you had most of your tools. You know, I was only down 2 spells. So I was lucky. I was down a second and a fifth. That was it. So I had plenty of healing to go. And do we need it?
3 crits
quite a bit
from the big guy.
3 crits.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. When that first crit came on Aelun, I was like, oh my. Like, oh boy. I'm like looking at my spells and I'm like, oh, I'm out of a lot of my juice here. I was like,
he got the first crit, but I got the last one.
Yes, you did.
Intense.
Very intense. We had bows that did a lot of damage. You weren't able to get away. We didn't do anything like attacking hippogriffs. I wanted this when I designed this. The first thing I thought of was Battletoads. Because of those long linear levels where you're on a like some sort of like skateboard, hoverboard. Like when I saw it in my mind flying through this tunnel with the insects coming, like, oh, this is so cool. I wish we could have some element of 3D within it. That's how I pictured it in my mind.
And the tree tunnel's cool. Like the artwork, just having that, like, freaking dope. Like,
Sisu
I was like, of
PQ.
course you have that. Like, of course you do.
Why?
Like,
Yeah.
Why not?
why not?
It's dumb. It's like everything, like anything you can imagine. It's like it's in the catalog.
Yeah. And then, you know, obviously me, I'm excited about an old friend popping up.
Yeah, you
There's
got
more to tell there, but so that was pretty cool. I was not expecting that. That was pretty awesome.
And you wouldn't
yeah.
have seen him. It was like if I was like, if there's got a fire going on the tree, I'm gonna have Cyril come and help out. And it was cool, made for a fun escape moment. He's gonna show you the way out of here. That extra intense pressure that comes from it.
Yeah.
Because we're ways out.
Since when does Josiah have healing bullets, by the way?
That's nice.
I bought him those inside the shop when it was just us, when you guys ran away, and it took 7 episodes for me to give him the arrows.
I didn't even remember those.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Clutch.
Neither did we until chat was like, where did they go to get their stuff? Where are they going to get their stuff? Well, they're kind of in a dungeon, guys. I'm sorry. I can't quite get to them yet.
Yeah. And I forgot about the cauterizing flames I have to heal people. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have this thing I should probably use because it's very useful. Stupid me.
Well,
Man.
I enjoyed the debate on where to store the hippogriffs. I like it. We got some Fey wheels on, you know, where you're gonna put it. I'm pumped for that. Gives us a little extra transportation. Also, Adam, you now have the spell Tree Stride. It is
Look
yours.
at that.
Oh man, there's so much story there. I don't know if I should tell here or wait. I don't know. I don't know how that works for the Patreon after show, you know?
I want to hear this at the table.
Go
Are you
for it.
kidding me?
This is the spot. This is the spot.
I'll give a bit. Obviously what I'll say is Asher in some ways always pushes the boundaries of spell crafting. And that's not always worked out well, as everyone's well aware. But Cyril is a friend of his that he met in his travels of the Feywilds, who is a dear friend, a treant, and one that really kind of showed him to slow down and take heed and caution and to respect everything. Not just nature, but you know, the spell and the magic that flows through it, and it all being connected. And so a lot of history of him being like, I can't possibly learn these spells because I'm not, you know, a nature spellcaster or druid or, you know, XYZ. And it wasn't about that. It was about the respect and the understanding. And so it was like some cool moments of him practicing these things with Cyril and only being like going from one tree to like 10 feet away, you know, like, and like basically having that struggle and never really doing it on his own. That's the first time he's ever done it on his own, because Cyril's basically helped him every single time. But kind of a cool nod, and that was his big apology at the beginning, because, you know, Cyril knows about his mannerisms at time and can kind of lose himself and do some dangerous things, and Cyril kind of reaffirmed that he's on the right path with what he's doing and to always respect that. And that's why I was like, you know, I care that I don't want Gitzi to get hurt because she's already very low, but at the same time I don't want to hurt this, especially in the Feywild, because I have such a strong connection to it. So it was a good moment, and there will be more that comes out later, I'm sure, in RP and you know, the story and stuff, but there's a little bit of a sneak peek for all of you in the Patreon.
Finally learned to do some druid.
Yeah.
You are capable. We believe in you.
Tree stride. So cool.
It is.
Tree stride is dope.
You're gonna
Very
become a bit of
arcane.
a horticulturist, huh?
Yeah. Well, hey, you know, that's a big part of what he's learned, you know, is flowers and nature. And, you know, there's other. Tree stride is not the only thing that he's tried to pick up or is trying to pick up. You know, he's got a spell book full of things that he's trying to learn and, you know, have that tutelage and, you know, anything he can push his arcane boundaries with, he's willing to do, but he's trying to do it the right way this time. So, really cool piece. I was really, really happy when he showed up and was like, yeah, it's Cyril. I'm like, what?
Well,
Like,
I wanted to
this is
work
so
in.
epic.
I wanted to work in the guys that we workshopped where we had talked about kind of a long list, and I wanted to make some of them. You know, some of them knew. Perry didn't know. Cyril does know the massacre of the Archfey. What are the dynamics of that and how it breaks down? It's a teaser for the first step that you go in, but doesn't get you politically bogged down in here where you can't escape. Because at the end of the day, I honestly need you all to send me what are you interested in the next step inside the city, because though it's your oyster and it's a big canvas. You guys are going to come back at the wealthy level.
Oh.
Perfect.
Dang.
So you
I
guys
would like to
have
retire.
Well, I mean, I'd come back at the wealthy because I get most of the gold. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
And then Asher's body was found dead in a dumpster.
Just feed him to Gitzi.
no, it'll
Gitzi,
be
look, he's a big rutabaga. Eat him.
No thanks.
it'll be interesting to see what you guys, how you apply yourselves as wealthy members of society when you come back, ingrained in one institution now where you do have some clout within the city and can travel in that area now freely when you come back.
Gonna be pretty cool.
Little swagger to your step.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm
wealth
interested.
wealth
in that,
doesn't last
actually.
forever, but you're going to be wealthy for several weeks off of this.
Take a new job.
Hey, sometimes you sit back and you eat the fruit and you just chill. Who knows? Maybe you get a condo in the upper city and chillax
say-
and network.
I say we take all of the money and let me roll one nat 20 to see if we win or lose.
Yeah, there we go. All in.
You know, I'm good because that's my money, and I don't.
I don't know the next time that we're going to be in an area that gambles, but I'm going to challenge you at a table that rolls dice, whether it's craps or hell, even a roulette board at this point. We're going to start applying this thing that we have.
Gotta try.
Too bad there's not a D20 out there somewhere.
I know one thing I want to do, and I don't know if that'll happen through the Fern and Folly or maybe it's, you know, us doing some shopping or working or whatever. We'll have that discussion, but I've got so many items. I'm like, I'm itching at the bit. I'm itching at the bit for some stuff.
Big Fey cash out on this as well. So make sure you have your items list updated, because I'm going to go in and I'm going to start pulling out relevant magic items to my my new list.
Cool.
Because I got a whole nother book from the Kobold folks.
Nice.
Give Asher a bunch of arcane stuff to play with. That's all I need.
Dude,
It's
I have a full book just on potions. I can't wait to go through, because potions we've beyond gone through redundancy on them. So I'm super excited to see new workshop stuff from them. And Tome of Beast 3 comes out soon. I'm excited. I haven't even got to 2 yet. I bought the Foundry one and just uploaded it in, so I had the easy button. But yeah, get some more cool stuff.
Oh, that's freaking dope.
But yeah, we'll do a big cash out, some items inside the Fae. Get some more cool shit.
Harry, my boy.
Cool.
All right, guys.
I have one question
Yes.
I want to finish with. Just one question. This is actually for Gitzi.
Oh no.
And I'm curious because there was a scene where you were like, oh my God, Asher complimented me. And I'm like, I just want to know it. Did Asher turn into an asshole? Like, I'm just like, I want to know
really
what that dynamic is.
It was really more just shock for herself, as in terms of getting a compliment. That's not been a world in which she has been in. So receiving a kindness, especially in the context in which we were talking, really does throw her off and is very skeptical. She doesn't normally interact with nice people. So expecting it, even from somebody who has always been polite, is always
Different.
not real to her.
And she's, you're around a pirate, a prize fighter, and a dipshit. So, yeah, probably pretty fucking welcoming.
Yeah, that tracks.
Probably pretty welcoming.
You left. You didn't know what it's like while you were gone.
True. That was those couple days were terrible. I'm sure.
They were pretty rough.
I will say though, I love the soft, like there's that tender care that Aelun shares for Gitzi that is never fully like on public display, but like you just know it's there where he's like, no, I'm gonna defend her with my life type of thing. And and even with Rook, and I love that. I love that dynamic.
Very subtle.
When push comes to shove, he's gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, the deflect healing missile. It's so cool. I can't wait to see you guys do this combo again another time for extra damage and crazy shit.
Thinking about it, I don't know why I was thinking about it, but literally right before that, I was thinking, what if I used my reaction on my turn and I just said, Josiah, shoot me?
What? Shoot me!
Either way, Josiah's gonna have a fun time. He hits the bad guy or he hits Aelun.
I just
Why do you
deflect
think
the
I was
missile.
so eager to shoot him on my second turn? I'm like, yep, all right, cool. Fired that off. There's the damage. I'm going to shoot Aelun. Well, you need to roll sneak attack. No! Damn it. No. Okay, fine, I'll roll. I want to shoot Aelun.
Yeah. I was thinking it like literally like seconds before you did that. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, what if I had him shoot me and I deflected the missile? That'd be fun.
That's the dopest rule of cool that you can get. I love that so much.
So cool.
I would almost add a couple extra sneak attacks because you don't know where's that thing coming from at that point.
Yeah.
The arrow that goes over there that wraps around, this is like magic bullet shit. I like that a lot.
We're going to do some training, and we're going to perfect the alley-oop shot.
He's probably gonna just shoot it nat 20 and crit me to death.
Yes.
I'm gonna
I will
miss it.
catch it.
God, I hope
It's gonna
so.
go right through my dome.
What kind of circus are we running here?
Oh, and Adam, the first time immediately when you said that you had met a treant, I knew the exact art piece I wanted. I was like, this is the coolest looking treant that I've ever seen come through Magic the Gathering. I was like, this is it, like 100%. I'm like, this dude's so cool. I'm gonna have to do the 2x1 on the freaking, because I was like, I can't eliminate either his antlers or the freaking staff that they have. Like, just too cool.
Yeah. No, I looked at it like for like 5 minutes while I combat. I was like, this is awesome. That's exactly what I imagined.
Oh, God bless Magic Art. Well, thank you for joining us for the after show. We'll see you later. Thank you. Thanks for supporting us.
Bye-bye.